Asa-chan was bad at it. Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, she went in for the kiss, dude. Uh-oh. Aga scolded me when I returned. Sorry, some stuff happened? I like how it says, Yoru pretending to be Asa. Not anymore. Huh? She still hasn't returned? Apparently she'd run off somewhere. On the way back, oh yeah, I had something to do, so I told her to go back without me. Where have you gone, Asa-chan? I was worried, so I wanted to look for her, but even if I went now... Yeah, it would be troublesome if we got stuck here. Even when we finished our club activities, Asa-chan still hadn't returned. She remembered something. I have something that I have to do, and then the video was over. No. I tried to figure out how to cover it up. She looked a little unwell, so she might have went home early. That's how I answered in the end. Yeah, really though. She was going crazy, man! Huh? Could it be? Oh yeah, Kaneko-san has been acting strange since this morning. She said that she had a plan and would help out. She might have started all this. Yeah, I noticed. Asa-chan and Yoru-chan, right? And yeah, various things happened. Kaneko-chan smiled bitterly. I thought so. It was Kaneko-san's prank. Apparently, this was that help she was talking about yesterday. I'm not sure how making the twins switch places was supposed to help. I guess she thought that they would cheer up if they do something fun. But Asa-chan's absence probably isn't related with all this. Yeah, various stuff really did happen. Seems better not to ask, so I'm gonna ask. Yeah, it is a little hard to explain. Liar. She didn't look entirely convinced, but she probably grasped the situation and decided not to pursue the topic. Actually, since Kaneko-san was so worried, I should have explained everything, but I couldn't bring myself to say it because she's such a slut. I mean, she is. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Just in case I kept an eye out for Asa-chan on the way home. It'd be great if she already returned, but if she didn't... Yes? While she was pretending to be Asa-chan, Yoru-chan was worrying about her. You could say that, I guess, some stuff did happen. Something? When I looked at her like this, I really couldn't tell the difference. If I listened closely, her voice and the way of speaking were different, but that aside, she was the spitting image of her sister, so I ignored the vague hunch that something was off. Nothing happened. You're lying. Why do you think so? It would probably be better to stop all that pretending now. You're right. Asa-chan isn't like that at all. Right, Yoru-chan? Yoru-chan was surprised when I said that. She realized that I knew who she really was. You could say that, I guess. Some stuff did happen.
それが今姉さんがいない理由と。
Yeah. I wondered if I should talk with Yoruchan about it. But no, just like with Kaneko-san.
告白でもされましたか？
Huh? What did she just...
なんだかそんな顔してますから。
Oh, dang.
どうやら図星だったみたいですね。
That's exactly what happened.
まあ姉さんの気持ちを直接確かめられたわけでもありませんし、そこも推測でしたが。
I was really impressed by Yoruchan's intuition. Well, they are twins after all. She must have noticed Asa-chan's feelings. She didn't exactly confess to me, though. But yeah, she did something similar.
なんとなく察せました。
Uh-huh.
おい、なるほど。そっか。姉さんが、ねえ、焦ってたのかな。
Huh? In a hurry? Asa-chan? Why?
先輩、どうでもいいこと聞いてみてもいいですか？
Something trivial?
もし、やっぱ、なんでもないです。
What? If you want to say something.
いいえ、なんでもないです。本当に。
Yoru-chan? What did she want to say? She wanted to confess to you too! Probably. When we returned to Flying Fish Manor, Asa-chan wasn't there. Where could she be?
葵先輩。
I started hearing a strong wind blowing outside the windows. The sun hadn't set yet, but it was already dark outside, and it looked like the storm could come any minute. Can you think of any place where she could be?
姉さんが行きそうな場所から私たちは帰ってきました。
That's right. We left our secret base and came back to Flying Fish Manor, passing the Windmill Hill on the way. We had already walked around all the places where Asa-chan could have gone.
姉さんが、姉さんは私にはないものを持ってて信頼できて、だから。
Yoru-chan? Is she hesitating to say something? What could you be trying to say?
姉さんを振ったら承知しません。
For now, we have to focus on preparing for the typhoon. I still have to nail boards over some windows.
手伝います。
Damn right you'll help. Clatter, clatter. The windows were shaking and making unsettling noises. Flying Fish Manor was an old wooden building. In the strong wind, it was shaking so much it was ridiculous. Inside, we were worried that it would collapse.
本格的に襲来ってところかな。
According to the news, Kazugara was supposed to get hit by the storm right now. That's why the wind and rain outside had gotten stronger.
しかし、本当に大丈夫なの？この量。
I've just reinforced all the necessary places, so I think it'll be fine. I also had some experience from the last typhoon. I covered the thin glass doors with boards, so they were perfectly safe. Dinner was ready too. All we had to do now was eat together and wait for the storm to pass. Demo.
姉さん、戻ってきませんね。
Asa-chan still hadn't returned. Did you call her?
来てますね。ご飯は先に食べてくださいって。一方的な
Well,
メー
she's
ルだ
alive.
け入って
If she
ました。
replied to an email to say that to eat without her means she's alive, so she just doesn't want to come home. I'll go look for her.
今から？嵐来ちゃうよ。
That's why I have to go. Yoru-chan won't be able to get back here by herself.
別にそこまで心配しなくても、たまたま気まぐれでどこか遊びに行っただけじゃないの？
I mean, it wasn't really a whim. It was more like a thing. Nah, I don't think.
体調悪そうだったって言ってたしね。
Yeah, she went to the hospital. Yeah,
もし
that
かして
happened.
病院とか。
Anyway, I'm worried because she hasn't contacted us, so I'll go look for her.
葵くん、何か隠してない？なんか変よね。
It's nothing. Or rather, it'd be too troublesome to explain. I didn't have time for that shit.
じゃあ、私も。
Nah, Asa-chan, you wait here. Kaneko-san, can I borrow your bicycle?
うん。
That's why, if we went on foot, it'd take too long. Even if we rode together, it would be too slow.
でも。
I can handle this wind, and I can't make a girl do that.
さすが葵。 男の子よね。
So manly. Shut up, don't make fun of me.
わかりました。
I'll be going. Kaneko-san, give me the key.
はいはい、取ってくるからちょっとだけお待ちを。当てはあるの？
Just a guess. If she's not there, I'll go around once more and then come straight back.
先輩、その、
Hmm?
よろしくお願いします。夜ちゃんのこと。
Yeah.
危なそうだったらすぐ帰ってきなさいよ。
Yeah, I'll do that, so don't worry. So don't worry about a thing. And so I rode into the night to find my little Asa-chan, yeah. I had no idea where she could be. I've had a similar experience myself. One time when I was a child, I'd gotten into into a fight with my parents and ended up loitering around town even though it was night already. I just walked around without any particular destination because I didn't want to face my parents. At first I wanted to go to my favorite park, but I figured my parents would find me there, so I went somewhere else. But I did go to that park eventually. I waited until my parents had probably already checked it and went there in the end. Despite that, my parents had found me when they came to search the park for the second time, but that's enough of these retrospections. When people are upset, they tend to go to places where they feel comfortable. That's what I thought, at least. Moreover, in the midst of the storm, it was likely that she'd want to stay indoors, somewhere she could go without reservations. If that was the case, she should be. Back at the base, motherfuckers. So you were here after all. She was just where I expected her to be. She would wait until we'd gone home and then come back here.
どうしてここに？
I figured there'd be no other places you would go. I couldn't think of any other place. A place indoors where Asa-chan could be alone and feel comfortable. The storm's coming. It's dangerous. So can we go home? It is not safer at home. It is much safer here. Although I guess if we don't batten down the hatches at home, there may not be a home to go back to. So you tell me what's better. Asa-chan averted her eyes with a guilty expression. If it's about me, you don't have to worry about it.
夜ちゃんにも顔を合わせづらくて。夜ちゃんのふりをしてあんなことしちゃったから。
It's okay. I knew it was you already. I was surprised, but...
大丈夫じゃないです。
Asa-chan suddenly shouted. It seems that she got startled by her own voice and put her hand over her mouth.
大丈夫じゃないですよ。だって私夜ちゃんに合わせる顔がなくて、夜ちゃんのこと気づいてるのに。
You noticed what?
私
Asa-chan surprised me by suddenly raising her voice again.
私
Asa-chan?
好きです。先輩のこと。
Oh. She confessed to me. I'd already realized it when she kissed me, but hearing it said out loud still had an impact.
いつからか正確にはわからないですけど、いつの間にかそうなっちゃってた
Ain't
んで
that
す。
just how love goes?
好きって思いが込み上げてきて止まらなくなって、先輩のこと好きなのは私だけじゃないって。
Huh? Not just Asa-chan? Someone else loved me? What do you mean? I was a little shaken by Asa-chan's unexpected words. There was another girl besides Asa-chan who also liked me?
その子はダメな私なんかよりもすごいんです。先輩は絶対にそっちと付き合うべきだと思えるくらいに。そんなことを考えてるとわけがわからなくなって、私とその子のことどう思ってるのかと。
That other girl. She can't mean. Oh, she can.
先輩って私のこと、姉さんのことはどう思ってますか？
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ゆるちゃんも先輩のこと好きだから。だからゆるちゃんと付き合っちゃえばいいと思ったんです。そう思ってたらゆるちゃんのままキスをしようって。ゆるちゃんが先輩とキスしちゃった。
Yeah, you did a really good job at it by freaking out and running away. That's totally what Yoru-chan would have done.
よくわからない感じでそうしちゃって。でも 私だしそんなことしてもヨロちゃん喜ぶはずないし、私もやっぱり葵先輩好きだし、妹みたいって言われて悔しかったし、よくわかんなくなって、何もかもが悔しくなって、とんでもないことしていました。
Asa-chan.
そもそもみんなで一生懸命頑張ってるのに、私は先輩のことばかり考えてて、一人だけ違うこと考えるようになっちゃってて、今もこうやってまた先輩に迷惑かけて、この嵐の中私を探しに来てくれて、私ってどうしてこんなにダメな子なんでしょう。
Asa-chan broke down crying. Oh, there it is. I was wondering what that ooh-ah-wah was going to sound like. Good lord. Calm your tits, little girl. She was very sensitive. I'm sure she just lacked life experience. I saw a weak side of her that resembled a little baby who still couldn't move well by itself. But Asa-chan, if you stay here crying by yourself like this, everyone will be worried about you. I moved closer to Asa-chan and wrapped my arm around her back. So we have to go home. Asa-chan was more delicate and fragile than I thought. Definitely even more than I imagined. Anyway, let's go home. The storm's getting worse. I took the depressed Asa-chan with me and we returned to Flying Fish Manor. Well, that didn't take very long.
遅いわよ、朝ちゃん。姉さん。
When we got back to Flying Fish Manor, we bumped into those two waiting for us in the lobby.
はい、タオルどうぞ。
Ah, thank you. Kaneko-san handed bath towels to Asa-chan and me, and we dried ourselves with them. They'd expected that we'd come home soaking wet. You were both waiting for us?
心配だしね。葵くんすぐ帰ってくるって言ってたし、それにずぶ濡れのまま中に入られたら困るでしょ。姉さん。
Yoro-chan jumped at Asa-chan and hugged her.
ヨルちゃん、私心配したのよ。こんな嵐の中戻ってこないし。
Damn, the actual Yoru was pissed.
ヨルちゃん、ごめんね、ヨルちゃん。ごめんね。
Good lord.
ねえ、何かあったの？朝ちゃんの目が赤い気がするけど。
Well, a lot has happened.
まあ、とりあえずお腹空いたからご飯にしない？
Oh, did we not eat before we went to go find Asa? I guess that's what happened, huh? You didn't eat without us?
そりゃご飯はみんな揃って食べた
Wow,
方
they
が
all
美味
just
しいでし
sat
ょ。
around and waited hungry. Well then. I see. Thank you.
何もお礼をされるようなことはしてないわよ。それに元はといえば私のいらないおせっかいが災いの種だった気もするしね。
Well, I can't deny that.
なのでおあいこってことで。
Kaneko-san smiled bitterly.
本当にごめんね、ヨルちゃん。
If what Asa-chan said was true, Yoro-chan loved me as well. What should I do now? I don't know. Go for the crown, young man, although it's a little awkward. But anyway, I usually just adjusted myself to other people's opinions, because I had no self-confidence, and above all, I was afraid that people would hate me. The only reason why I was getting decent grades on tests was because I was studying really hard, and really hard to show my best side. I didn't want to look bad to others, because I had no confidence that I would be alright if that... Wait, whoa, let me read that again. Because I had no confidence that I would be alright if that had happened. What? Anyway, but that was my limit. I appeared very sociable and cooperative, but that was just a side effect of my lack of confidence. I can't make my own rules like Yoru-chan. I can't be bold like Yoru-chan, and I don't have a lot of self-confidence like Yoru-chan. Since I'm from a rich family, other people were jealous and hated me for the most trivial things. I wasn't strong enough to deal with that. Even at home, there were some relatives who laughed at me when I failed at something. I couldn't really disregard their crooked smiles. After all, I was that kind of person. Well then. Hella emo, though. Anyway, the next day. By morning, the typhoon had passed and the tranquility returned to Kazagara. School started in the morning as always, and the soaring club also carried on its activities normally.
やっぱ一人いないだけでちょっと寂しいものね。
Tori suddenly muttered that.
朝ちゃんいないとね。なんだか和まないよね。そうそう。朝は和み担当だものね。雰囲気がいまいち締まりすぎちゃうというか。
Today, Asa-chan took a break from both school and the club. Because of the rain yesterday, she had caught a cold. You right.
最近よく頑張ってたからね。シミュレータも結構いじってるみたいだし。台風をきっかけにして疲れが一気に出
She's
た
been
のかも。
practicing on the simulator? Does that mean Asa-chan's going flying? That'd be awesome.
風と妹、お姉ちゃんにあんまり心配かけさせちゃダメよ。あんたが昨日行方不明になって、あの子
Other
は
way
随
around,
分
but
心配してたんだ
yeah,
か
sure.
ら。そうですね。すみません。しかし夜ちゃん、あんな日に本屋に出かけちゃうなんて。そんなに欲しい本があったの？
What?
はい。閉まっていて買えませんでしたけど。
Okay.
そりゃ本屋さんも開いてないわよ。台風だったら臨時休業してるもの。
By the way, we hadn't told Aga and Katori anything about the twins switching places yesterday. Yeah, that's pretty clear now. Instead, Yoru-chan told everyone that she'd gone to the bookstore to get a book she really wanted to have. Then I said that I heard what she was planning and went to look for her Wendy.
今後台風の日は部屋でおとなしくしておくように。一応あの寮に住んでるんだからみんなに迷惑をかけないようにする義務があるんだから。昨日の件は本当に謝罪します。すみません。今後は善処します。でも本当心配かけないようにね。
But as expected from Yoru-chan, even though it wasn't her fault, she was acting as though it was and apologizing to everyone.
昨日はありがとうございました、先輩。
Huh?
いえ、改めてお礼を言っておこうかと。
I didn't really do anything you need to thank me for. Don't worry about it.
そうですか。
I'm sure Yoru-chan was thanking me for finding Asa-chan, but I was the cause of that whole incident to begin with. There was no need for her to worry about it. I wonder if Asa-chan's alright.
明日までに治ってくれるといいですけど。
Why don't we get her something on the way home? If she's got a fever, she'd probably like some ice cream.
そうですね。姉さんも喜ぶと思いますが。
Haagen-Dazs will be a good idea. I still didn't tell Yoru-chan what I'd heard from Asa-chan. That Yoru-chan loved me. There was no need to tell her that anyway, and I didn't know what to do about it either. It's just that pretending that I didn't know how she felt made me feel a little bad.
私が買って帰りましょうか。先輩と買って帰ったことにして、後で一緒に渡せばいいと思います。
Sure. Huh? Are you going home already?
はい。姉さんが心配ですから。
I see. She did seem quite concerned.
葵くん、ちょっと早めに帰ったら？
Huh?
葵くんも心配でしょ？朝のこと。
Well, yeah, but what about the club?
大丈夫。葵くんの分は私が頑張っちゃうから。
Uh-oh.
だから今日はお見舞いに戻ってあげて。
They're setting it up for one of those situations, I'm just saying. Anyway, okay.
悔しいけど、朝ちゃんは私より葵くんの方が喜ぶと思うんだよね。
It's probably true. It's probably true. Kaneko-san, who came to the soaring club again today, was encouraging me to go home. However, she said that she came here to do Asa-chan's share of work. But...
気にしない葵。先日の遅れもだいぶ取り戻したし、今から今日の分抜けるくらい大丈夫。
I mean, how can I say no to any of this?
そうそう。だから朝担当の葵くんは
You go nurse her like the mom that you are, Mom. I'm responsible for Asa-chan?
だって最近いつもあの子と一緒にいるじゃない。だから担当。
I mean,
違う？
I guess. I see. I guess we are together a lot. Even so, saying that I'm responsible for her is kind of strange.
そう。だから、ほら、妹と一緒に寮に戻って、ね。
I see.
だいたい、そんな心ここにあらずみたいな感じで作業されても効率望めないし。
No, that's...
心配なんでしょ？ね。
It's true that I was worried about Asa-chan. Her health wasn't my only concern, though. I couldn't really say that. Okay, I got it. I'll take your advice and go back. I'm leaving the rest to you.
ああ、任せとけ。
Let's go, Yoro-chan.
はい。
Okay. Hi indeed. We didn't go directly to the dorm. We headed to Windy first to buy some Haagen-Dazs for Asa-chan. I was pretending that everything was going on as usual, but I actually felt very awkward in the situation. Yoro-chan loves me. But was that what Asa-chan said really true? It didn't seem like that. Yoro-chan was acting normally.
先輩は、良かったんですか？私と二人で買い物なんて。
What do you mean? I don't have anything against going shopping with you, Yoro-chan.
気まずかったりしないんですか？
Why?
なんとなく。先輩、今日はそんな感じがしただけです。
Asa-chan totally told Yoro-chan what she said. I know it. Apparently, Yoro-chan noticed how confused and awkward I felt. I'm okay. I don't feel awkward at all. Why would I?
じゃあ、いいんですけど。
Well, okay then. One strawberry, one super spicy Szechuan style vanilla, and one chocolate chip, please. I ordered one ice cream for each of us. The chocolate chip flavor was for me, the strawberry one for Yoro-chan, and the super spicy Szechuan style vanilla one for Asa-chan. I got the ice cream and returned to where Yoro-chan was waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go.
Hi.
I joined Yoro-chan, who was waiting outside of the shop, and we went towards the exit from Windy. We didn't have any other errands, so we headed for Flying Fish Manor. They sure make some really strange flavors.
麻婆バニラですか？すごいですよね。
Who even buys this stuff?
姉さんとか？
Well, yeah. By the way, it was Yoro-chan who told me that Asa-chan liked this flavor. Have you ever tried it, Yoro-chan?
まさか。姉さんに勧められましたけど、遠慮しておきました。
I know, right? I would have turned down such a recommendation as well.
姉さんは組み合わせ的には塩とバニラみたいなものだって言い張ってましたよ。
No, there's no way that could be true.
辛さと冷たさの調和とも言ってました。
I wonder, what kind of flavor is that? Seems that Asa-chan has slightly weird taste. Slightly. Come to think of it, Yoro-chan knew about Asa-chan's feelings for me too. And if what Asa-chan said was true, she also loved me. And of course, she knew that I noticed Asa-chan's feelings. I wonder how Yoro-chan felt about being with me now. Was it uncomfortable? Now that I thought about it, I might have been bothering her by tagging along.
そういえば先輩。
Yeah?
結局姉さんのこと、どうするんですか？
Yeah, it was on her mind after all. My reply to Asa-chan. I had to find an answer to her kiss.
私は姉さんが好きだから、姉さんを悲しませるようなことはしてほしくないと思っています。姉さんは多分、本気で葵先輩のことが好きだから。
Asa-chan loves me. I knew it was true from what she did yesterday. So Yoro-chan was saying this because she wanted me to date her beloved sister? But if I did, what about Yoru-chan? What if, like Asa-chan said, Yoru-chan really loved me? Also, I'm sure that what Asa-chan did yesterday was also influenced by similar thoughts. Asa-chan won't go out with me just like that.
どうしてですか？
I made up my mind. Worrying over things didn't suit me. I'd always preferred to meet problems head on. I wasn't the kind of guy who can handle such matters with subtlety, carefully choosing what he says. So I just...
葵先輩？
Yoru-chan, what do you think about me?
え？
Asa-chan told me yesterday that you love me too. Uh-oh. I just had to ask. That's what I heard from Asa-chan.
姉さんが、そっか。 姉さん気づいてだからあの時も
Ooh, proof that it's true. The fact that she even said this line right here. That's why Asa-chan was so troubled. She didn't know what to do. That's why all that stuff happened.
そんな
Asa-chan said that she thinks you're more suitable for me. Yoru-chan? Could it be that Yoru-chan intended to keep her feelings to herself for Asa-chan's sake? She really did care about her sister.
姉さんらしいわね本当に
For reals, though.
姉さんは不安定なんです私なんかと違って
Yeah, I can see that. And that's why she did all that yesterday.
でもそういう姉さんが私は尊敬できます
Would that really be different than any other moment of your life? Sure.
名前聞いてもいいですか先輩
Sure.
私あまり苦労したことがないんですよ努力はするけどそれを苦労だと思ったことはないです
She's just like, yeah, I love your ass, but it's just a thing.
だから私にはわからないんですよ人並みの苦労みたいなのが家に恵まれて才能にも恵まれて私って
Because I'm a
本当に何でもできちゃうん
genius.
です
I'm the voice of a generation. Lyrical genius. That was very conceited, Yoru-chan.
生意気を語るって言ったじ
You
ゃない
weren't
ですか
lying. Can't be mad at that. Well, yeah. But I didn't think she would go that far.
優秀な家系に生まれた盆栽出来損ないそれが姉さんに対する親族の反応です
A failure? Asa-chan?
姉さんは親族に大変受けが悪いですみんな心のどこかで姉さんのことをバカにしている血筋がすごいのに凡人が生まれてしまったとね
Indeed.
親族にはバカにされそれでいて周囲には疎まれる学園でもご近所でも金持ちだから優秀な家系だから
Fucking rich people,
金持
man.
ちってそんなもんです
That's...
姉さんが血の滲むような努力をしてテストで高得点を取っても家にしてみればそれは当然
Yeah, that does kind of suck that it doesn't come easy to her. She has to try so hard to live up to a standard that she doesn't even want to meet in the first place. But everybody's like, that's what we expect from these people. But what if she doesn't want to?
その上でなぜか友達には疎まれちゃう
I mean, it makes sense to me. I get it.
生まれた世界が悪かったんですよ姉さんは
Whoa. It's true that people look at rich kids with a bit of envy. And I guess if you are born in an excellent family, you have to live up to pretty high standards. Can we take a little... Oh, this is
ちょ
Yoru.
っとだけ回り道してもいいですか
What kind of detour? A detour?
少しだけですもう一度風車の丘の方に
Okay.
保冷剤いただいているからアイスはすぐには溶け
Where do
ま
we
せ
get
ん
an ice pack from? The fuck? Alright. We turned back and went towards the Windmill Hill again.
でも姉さんはそういうものに押しつぶされないように必死に生きていた逃げることなくわがままになることもなくグレることもなく
Such a noble sister.
私には才能があります姉さんにはありませんであれば私よりも姉さんの方が苦労してると思いませんか
I mean, in a way, sure. Yoru-chan was amazingly frank. She wasn't beating around the bush at all. She was completely straightforward.
姉さんは強いです人に嫌われてもいいと諦め 人との交流を無意味と諦めた私なんかよりよほど姉さんなりの精一杯で姉さんは頑張っています。だって姉さんはいろんな枷と戦いながら必死にもがいているんです。そんな姉さんを尊く思わないわけないじゃないですか。
Yoru-chan.
私安心できるんですよ。姉さんってそういう私に持ってないものたくさん持ってるから、姉さんの近くにいれば私は私になりすぎずにいられる。私は放っておくとどんどん生意気になっちゃいますからね。
Yoru-chan was much more conceited than I thought, and also maybe a bit more mature.
でも姉さんは私が思っていたよりは弱かったのかもしれません。
Huh?
弱くてもっともっと
Because humans are weak!
分かってましたよ、私がほのかに嫉妬されていたのは。でもそんなの凡人は誰だって抱くものじゃないですか。でもそんなわけのわからないことしでかしちゃうなんて姉さんが思い詰めちゃってたなんて
Incomprehensible?
わけがわからないですよ。私に負けそうとか私の方がいいとか全部言い訳じゃないですか。手に入れたかったものを手に入れられなくなって手に入れる勇気もなくなって拗ねているだけです。
That's... I suppose that might be a bit true. Albeit a little harsh from your twin sister, but sure. Alright then. Oh, this is Yoru. Sorry.
わかりました。
Yoru-chan nodded, as if she had decided something. What is it?
先輩がそれでよければこの恋は姉さんに譲ってあげようと思ってました。でも少し気が変わったかもしれません。
What do you mean you changed your mind? Okay?
先輩少しだけ下を向いてもらえますか。
Sure? Down? As I did so, she pressed her body against me. Oh, damn. Dip, dip, damn. And then something warm suddenly touched my lips. Those were Yoru-chan's lips. The actual Yoru-chan. Eh? Ba-dump? Ba-dump-dump. I gasped in surprise. I was bewildered by this surprise kiss, by this expression of her feelings.
好きです。
Before I realized it, Yoru-chan stood on her tiptoes and kissed me. And then she confessed to me.
そうです。私先輩のこと好きです。だから告白です。
Yoru-chan confessed? To me? First Asa-chan and now Yoru-chan too?
この恋の行方をどうするかきちんと選んでください。そうするのが姉さんのためだと私は思いますから。
And she gave me a choice.
姉さんを選んでくれても私を選んでくれても両方を振ってくれても
You can choose her or me or turn us both down.
先輩答えを出してください。
Right now? You're gonna make me choose right now?
お
Right now? Do I have to? Can we like test the waters so I can pick which one that seems like a better idea, or you know, I'm just saying. Anyway, what's up? We visited Asa-chan's room bringing the ice cream.
先輩に夜ちゃん
That's us.
ただいま。体調はどう姉さん。もうだいぶ良くなったよ。熱も下がったし。
We brought you a present.
お土産ですか？
Asa-chan answered nervously. I hadn't seen Asa-chan ever since... Wait. I hadn't seen Asa-chan ever since dinner last night after I brought her home. I was like, I haven't seen Asa-chan ever? What? That doesn't make sense. So it was the first time we'd seen each other since she'd confessed to me yesterday.
ハーゲンダッチのアイス。しかも激辛麻婆バニラ
Hell
味
yeah,
だ。
dude. Szechuan spicy shit. You love it. Yoru-chan said you liked it.
ありがとう、夜ちゃん。どういたしまして。
Asa-chan opened the lid of the ice cream, thrust the attached spoon to it, and put it into her mouth.
冷たくて辛くて美味しい。そういえば早かったですね。
We were worried about you, so we finished club activities earlier and came home quickly.
私 また皆さんに迷惑を。
Nuh-uh. It wasn't a bother at all.
でもそうよ姉さん。姉さんは気にしすぎだって。
Asa-chan had a troubled expression. She must be confused by the current situation.
今日は皆さん元気でした？
Yeah, more or less.
みんな元気にグライダー作ってたわよ。でも姉さんがいないと物足りないって先輩方はぼやいてたわ。だから早く元気になりなさい姉さん。
Well then. Well, I'll be going. Since I'm home early, I'll work extra hard on tonight's dinner. I have to prepare a lot of food to give you energy to get better quickly.
ありがとうございます先輩。
Get well soon. Is that really the end of that conversation? Wow. I went back to my room. Asa-chan would probably be too nervous to rest if I was around, so I decided to eat my share of an ice cream in my own room. Or rather, that was my excuse. What?
先輩。
Oh.
答えを
Are we about to make a choice right now? We might be about to make a choice right now. The truth was that it was a little hard for me to be with them right now. It made my stomach hurt and my chest tighten up. Well then, what should I do? What answer should I give them? Asa-chan and Yoru-chan. Extremely contrasting twins. My precious underclassmen. My answer for them, I...
私らしくないこと。どうしてあんなこと言ってしまったんでしょうね。認めたつもりはなかった。先輩に対するこれなんて、恋なんて気のせいだと思っていた。でもきっとこの思いは姉さんがお風呂に行ったらすごく気が楽になっちゃった。気まずくて息が詰まりそう。姉さんはまだ私が先輩にあんなこと言ったのに気づいてないだろうけど、こんなの初めてよね。認めるしかない。
Guess you gotta acknowledge it, bitch. After all, I haven't found an answer. It was constantly on my mind while I was cooking and later eating dinner. Okay, so we still haven't made a choice, and it's already past dinner time. That didn't change even now, as I got into the bath. When was the last time I'd spent so long overthinking one thing? It must have been last year when my head was filled with regret after failing to reach the morning glory. And before that, it was probably on the day of my accident. This is no good, I muttered to myself. I'm not used to brooding over things. By the way, during dinner, Asa-chan and Yoru-chan and I had only exchanged a few words awkwardly. All that tension was inevitable. Oh God! I was not expecting this all of a sudden. Okay. Baka baka baka! Eh? Why did Asa-chan come in here? This was definitely my time for the bath, and I'd put up a sign on the door. So, why? Yeah, I think you're making one of those weird blunders right now. My clothes were even in the changing area. How could anyone make such a weird blunder? Uh-oh. 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 I was already here, dude. No, that's my line. Now it's my turn to use the bath, genius. Why was Asa-chan in the bathroom with me? There were clothes out there in the changing area. My clothes. Come on. Asa-chan?
あ、
With a bright red face, Asa-chan ran out of the bathroom. Well then. That was out of nowhere. That's going to be a weird one to block out too, because she had like... Oh, I don't know. That's just a... Anyway. I wanted to calmly think things over in the bath, but I hadn't been able to think at all. Who could have thought that Asa-chan would accidentally come into the bathroom? After I got out, I left hot water for Asa-chan and told her the bath was free, so she was probably in there now. While her body was cutely small, she did have some flesh and all the essential parts. The image of Asa-chan's naked body was filling my head. This was no good. Whenever I was trying to come to any conclusions about that matter with Asa-chan, her naked body was popping into my mind. I couldn't concentrate at all. You do know that Yoru's a twin, right? That their naked bodies are probably identical, right? Just saying. And I really had a decision to make soon. I really had to make the decision soon. The situation was already far too awkward. But really now, what should I do about this situation? Oh boy, here we go. Kaneko-san.
どうしたの？お風呂上がりにこんなところで考え事？
Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Actually, you know both halves of it. What about you, Kaneko-san?
私は星を見に来たのよ。好きなのよ。星を見るの。
Surprised you're not wearing your underwear. It may be rude of me, but I didn't expect her to have such a hobby.
空はいいわよね。葵くんたちが目指している空と色は違うけど。
You can't love the sky. The sky's mine, bitch. Oh, okay, fine. You can have that one spot in the sky right there. That's all you get, though. Why do you like the starry sky, Kaneko-san?
綺麗じゃん。
She gave a very plain answer. That's a rather simple reason.
私は何かと深く考えないからね。綺麗だから好き。
I ain't got nothing wrong with that right there. It's beautiful, so I like it. Good enough for me, girl. That's very like you.
いろいろ考えすぎるとね。こんがらがっち
You're
ゃ
right.
うことってあるじゃ
If
な
I
い。
have to pick one of the girls, I might as well just flip a coin. Let's not even think hard. Something like that probably happened to Asa-chan yesterday.
だから考えなくて済むくらい綺麗な空が好き。心が揺り動かされて惹かれるから。
This isn't like you at all.
何よそれ。嫌味？
No, not at all. It's just that she was more romantic than I'd thought.
人は考える生き物だから理屈抜きに好きと思えるものに心動かされちゃうのよ。恋なんてのもそ
True
うか
that.
もしれないね。
Love. Very much like that. Love. True. Just like feelings for the sky, it didn't follow logic. Is there someone you love, Kaneko-san?
いないかな。
I see. I thought I would hear something I could use as reference, but apparently I had no luck.
でも少しくらい相談に乗れるかもよ。ほら、女だし、先輩だし。
Huh?
葵くんは多分そういうので悩んでるんだよね。
Nuh-uh. How did you know? How did you...
見てればわかるよ。葵くんと朝ちゃんと夜ちゃん。そのくらい。
Well then, how could you tell? Apparently Kaneko-san had figured out what I was worrying about. Well, sure. She was close with both Asa-chan and Yoru-chan.
そうだね。あの二人は正直こうつつけがたいよね。
I'm not comparing them to each other, though.
まあ、例えばの話よ。お姉さんはどっちも可愛いと思うからさ。両方大切だと思っちゃう。
Yeah, that's right. They were both dear to me. That's why I was so troubled.
そうだね。考えすぎずに決めてしまったら？
What, so flip a coin? Huh?
多分ね。今葵くんは二人を傷つけない方法を必死に模索してるような気がするの。一番いい妥協案とか。
Well, there's only two answers to not hurt one of them's feelings. The first one is to choose neither of them. The second one is to choose both of them. That's not going to be an option, though, is it? You know, this whole time, I've been trying not to just go all double twin horn dog, but you know, dude, if it doesn't go in that direction, even this very slightest, I'm going to be very disappointed in whoever wrote this. Just saying. Anyway.
そういうものってね、 きっとないから。もしかしたらあるかもしれないけど、だからね、葵くんは悩みすぎない方がいいと思う。
She was right. All I was thinking about was to find a good solution to this problem. But I'm sure thinking about that won't help with anything. That's why I have to take responsibility and choose what I want myself.
ってところでどうかな。
It might help.
こういうのってダラダラやると傷が深まるからね。葵くんもどこだったららしく前のめりでやってやれ。
Yeah, be a man and go for the title. You're talking like it's somebody else's problem.
したことだもん。
It's not her problem. Yeah, she might have a point.
あ、それで何か失敗したり困ったことあったら、また私に相談してくれてもいいから。
Please call me if you have any more questions.
嬉しいから。ね。
Thank you, Kaneko-san.
こう見えても先輩だからね。
Yes, thank you, Senpai. She didn't tell me what to do or give me a solution to this difficult problem, but her words made me feel better and will help me make my decision. Eventually. She was right. It was up to me. I had to come to a conclusion. But when will I have to choose said conclusion? I was thinking and worrying about it this whole time, but just brooding over it won't get me anywhere. I had to go forward and choose the answer that felt right. So Oh, wow. Choose Asa or don't choose either? Wow. It doesn't even give you the option for don't choose either. Okay, I'm going to save it right here. I always save it at a choice. Choose Asa or don't choose either? So wait. If you do... Can you not choose Yoru right... So I'm guessing... I'm just going to guess first that no matter what, this is all you get. I don't think you can choose Yoru right away. I think if you want to choose Yoru, maybe you either don't choose either, or you choose Asa and then later you get the real choice. I feel like we got to pursue this relationship a little bit before we really choose. Because I'm telling you, dude, if they don't pursue the twins thing, like the twins thing, if you know what I'm saying, then I'll be surprised. This game has been kinky as all fucking hell, and I'd be sorely disappointed in the writers if they didn't go there at least the one time. They set it up for that. It's got to happen, right?